Welcome guys, this is Valentina Isis and I want to give you a forecast for Mercury Retrograde for December 2016. So today, December 19th, we're going on Mercury Retrograde. Usually what happens with Mercury Retrograde, there's big things with Mercury Retrograde that you can't do anything. Well, it's not that. It's more about revising things and going over things and making sure that, you're checking on those details and checking all those little things on your details because the devil's on the details this month, okay? Now, another thing with Mercury retrograde is a time to really, really be conscious more than anything. That's how I take my Mercury retrograde, because the reason why we end up getting tricked or by Mercury, or the reason why we end up, making mistakes, forgetting things, leaving things like that, it's because we're not conscious. We're not presently conscious. So Mercury retrograde, what it reminds us is be conscious, be mindful. Because remember, Mercury rules our mind. So you have to be mindful. You have to, make sure that you are being mindful every single day. If not, you're going to have little problems here and there and over there. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to be telling you guys for the signs, all of you guys, all the signs today, to see what is it that you should be watching out for Mercury retrograde, or what is it that you should be reevaluating and going over, okay? Alright, so we're going to start with Aries. Now, Aries, Mercury is going retrograde motion in your 10th house. And what that means is that you're going over a lot of things that have to do with your career right now. You're really kind of strategizing and planning for the future, making sure that, okay, do I have enough? Am I happy where I am when it comes to my career? Am I happy, am I really fulfilling my purpose in life? Is this really what I'm doing? Or can I be better? Can I be closer? Am I in the right path? So this is the time to really reevaluate all those things, and kind of start projecting yourself for 2017. For, okay, what are my goals? What is my purpose? What are my goals for my career next year? So you are going over these things, and another thing that could happen is that you can get a little bit irritated with your authorities this month. You could be feeling a little bit on the edge. There could be a little bit of misunderstandings with your authorities. So I will say, if you can, to any Aries out there, to take a vacation, because you won't be having mistakes in the workplace. You won't be having mistakes in the career, but you'll be actually just taking a step back from your career, strategizing your next moves, which you're really good at, and see, okay, do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? So it's a good time to kind of have a little bit of a vacation, be with your family for the holidays, and go over these things. Definitely, write them out, especially for New Year, so you can invite the year with really good energy when it comes to your career. Okay, Aries? So make sure, go over those little details with your career. Don't get into fight with authorities. And really think, where is it that you want to be? Where is it that you want to be for 2017 when it comes to your career? All right, Aries? Okay, so now for Taurus. Taurus, you're having a very interesting Mercury retrograde this month because you're kind of reevaluating, what do I really believe in? What is my morals? My ideals? Am I really living to that? Because we can preach to everybody and we can tell everybody how to live their lives, and we can point out everybody's flaws, but if you're so righteous, are you following your own thing, or are you being a hypocrite? So this is the time where you really are taking a step back, also reevaluating, what is it that you believe in? What are your beliefs? Are you living idealistic? Are you living morally? Because you can't be telling everybody what to do and then you really don't do that yourself. You have to be an example of where you want people to be. So make sure, that you're going over these little morals and ideals and situations. Is very, very, very important to be doing it right now. Okay? Now, to Gemini. Now, Gemini, this is a very, very important time because Mercury is your ruling planet. So, Gemini's out there could be a little bit wild right now, a little bit crazy, and where you are evaluating in your life right now, it has to do with your intimate issues. Now, this is pretty intense, Gemini, because you naturally think a lot, and you naturally get so deep into your knowledge, and this is a depth. The eighth house is the depth. It's the depth of your shadow self. So we're practically, looking at our shadow selves this month and really evaluating, am I really accepting everything that I am? Do I feel like I'm worth it enough? Or do I have security problems, insecurity problems, self-confident problems? You don't want to start 2017 like that, Gemini. You want to start really strong. You want to start really adamant about what is it that you want to be doing this lifetime. Okay? So go over your intimacy, and first it starts with yourself. Are you intimate with yourself? Are you being intimate with who you are? And when I say intimate, I mean into me I see, which means, can I see inside myself? Are you seeing inside yourself? And are you letting others see inside yourself? So this is a time where I do see a lot of depth in you this month, for this next days, and there could be some transformations kind of happening. What are traumas that are holding you back? You're kind of going inside yourself and really facing your shadow self and saying, okay, I love you the way you are, I accept you the way you are, and then there's some things that are no longer, empowering me. So I have to let them go. But this is a time for healing. Mercury is a time for healing and reevaluating, what are your intimate issues with others and yourself, and how can you balance that out? You could also be going through a little bit of like sexual, reevaluation when it comes to your sexuality, or when it comes to the things that you kind of want to try. This is a great time to experiment. This is a great time to learn about tantric practices, to learn about, different positions, to learn about taboos, to learn about a little bit about the occult, a little bit about astrology. So this is a good time to, study a little and learn a little bit of new things. And, you like that, Gemini. All right. So now for Cancer. Cancer, this is a pretty interesting time. It's pretty intense for you, this Mercury retrograde, because it's going reevaluating your relationships. Yep. Your marriage, your relationships, your commitments to the people that you commit yourself to. This is very, very important right now. What, you know, usually when you're in a relationship, there's a lot of contracts that are signed without you even really talking about it. Like eventually he's the one that takes out the garbage. You don't really say it. You wash his clothes. You don't really tell him. It's just these contracts that you make with your mate to, naturally that they happen. Now, this is a time to really evaluate with your partner, what are these little contracts that you sign up for without even really knowing? And are you happy doing it, Because you could be in a relationship where, your significant other gets really upset about whatever, and you naturally start kind of censoring yourself. Now, you just sign a contract to be censoring yourself any single time, they're talking about something or whatever it is, You need to make sure that whatever contract you're making with your partner or your business partner is encouraging and it's powerful for both of you, that it's empowering both parties. So go over these little details, talk about it. Talk about, okay, well, I really would like more attention from you. Talk about your needs, talk about your desires, and go over these things with your mate. This is a great time to just kind of clear the air, especially if there's been a little bit of tension going on in your marriage or in your couple and your business partner. This is the perfect time to just clear the air, clear the ambience, and really reevaluate and set, what is it that you really want in your relationship, and are you fulfilling those things? So it's a great time to go over those things, Cancer, okay? So make sure, take care of your relationship, go over those little things. It's going to make your relationship stronger, so remember that. This is all about strength and strengthening a strong foundation. Therefore, nothing can tumble it down. All right, Cancer. Now we're going to Leo. Leo, this is a very, very crucial time. I see you first of all, I see you working a lot and kind of reevaluating some things about your job. Are you really living a healthy lifestyle? Does your job take so much of you to the point that you cannot live? To the point that you are stressed out? To the point that you're eating terrible? To the point that, you're getting weight and you're not feeling too good, and then you start getting depressed? these are the things that you have to go over. Is your lifestyle serving you? Is your lifestyle really giving you what you need? Okay? Now, this is a very important time to really just reevaluate also your work. You know, if by any chance you need to take a little bit of time off, or try to arrange your lifestyle in a way where you actually gain more strength. You know, maybe you work out in the day, and then in the afternoon you have a little bit more energy to actually be at work. Also reevaluate who you're serving, and are you serving yourself? You know, are you serving yourself, and who are you serving? Are they, you know, taking advantage of you, or are you really being appreciated for what you're doing? You might be reevaluating a lot of things with the work. Also, there could be a little bit of misunderstandings with coworkers and, you know, people that you work with. But the main thing is to really just go over the things that make you feel better day to day. So this is a great time to, you know, do some research on new foods, maybe starting to wean yourself out of meats and bad foods, and start to get yourself more into a more veggie oriented food. How can you go about these things? Learn a little bit about health this month. Learn a little bit about working out with Mercury retrograde here. It will definitely help you out with those things. And set up a nice like plan for you know, health for 2017. Set it up, and it will be the perfect time to really just reevaluate, and also to evaluate what is it that you really want to do when it comes to health. Because eating, of course, is super crucial and important, but then also working out. You know, do you want to gain more muscle mass? Do you want to lose fat? All these things. So definitely get involved in a little bit of nutrition, get a little bit involved with your job, and reevaluate certain things. And remember, be mindful about these things. If not, Mercury will do a little trick on them. Okay, Leo? All right, so now for Virgo. Virgo, this is so fantastic. This is a great, great month great time with Mercury retrograde, where you're going to be able to reevaluate the way that you go about your creative self. You know, are you censoring yourself too much? Are you not letting yourself be, you know, express the things that you want to express? Let yourself just take in the limelight and feel good in it. So this is the time to kind of reevaluate, how is it that you go about your creative process? How is it that you go about your expression? You know, this might be a time where, especially for Virgo, since you guys are so good at managing things and having all those little details, this could be a great time to kind of strategize a way to be more creative. Maybe give yourself a little bit of you know, plans or checklists for anything that has to do with being more creative. It also has to do with those Virgos that have kids. It has to do also with reevaluating a lot of the relationship with your children. Are you having a good relationship with them? Are you understanding them? Are they understanding you? Are you guys having like a good middle ground? Are you guys having a strong relationship? Are you guys kind of fading away? So this is a time where you could have a little bit of misunderstandings with your children, and also with your romances. But it's the time the reason why we're having a little bit of arguments is to reevaluate and look over these things. So don't neglect your kids. And also, it has to do with your romance and the way that you go about romance. You know, for those coupled Virgos, this is the time to reevaluate, how can I be more romantic in 2017? You know, because romance is what keeps things alive. And being romantic requires a lot of creativity and courage. So, you know, a relationship is a baby. You can't just expect that the baby just gives you love and happiness all the time. No, no, no. It's something that you have to constantly put attention to. So get creative with your romance, you know. Plan something with your loved one. Every single month we go out and we eat. Every 2 weeks we run together. Whatever it is. But get romantic. Get more close to it and get more creative. And, you know, check your internal child. This is the time where, you know, meditate on your internal child. See yourself when you were a kid. Hug yourself when you were a kid. And see, you know, how is it that I can bring out more of this internal child, this internal happiness. Because the inner child is really the one that laughs with great joy. So pay attention to it and you know, reevaluate how you've been, you know, neglecting your inner child, or how you've been expressing your inner child. Okay, Virgo? Alright, Virgo. Now, for Libra. Libra, this is a great time to remodel. Remodel your home, baby. Make it nice, make it pretty. You know, if you've been feeling a little bit of like, like in a little bit of a funk, then maybe it's because you're not feeling too good out at home. You know, declutter things. You know, getting to a little bit of a more minimalist thing. You know, minimalism makes you feel more appreciative of all the things that you have. You just don't have a bunch of things to collect things. You have things with value. So if you have a book, it's because you do read it. Is if you have an instrument, it's because you do play it. So go over your home and declutter. This is going to declutter your mind, and you're going to feel a lot less heavy. Also, renovate. Make it pretty. Change the furniture around. Make it nice. You know, feng shui it a little bit. When you change the furniture, it makes the energies move different. It's also a great time to evaluate the way that you have your relationship with your family, especially your mother, or also the relationship that you have with your real roots. So this is a time where you can definitely, you know, maybe ask a little bit about your family tree, get to know a little bit about your heritage. These are things that you can totally reevaluate. And also, you know, it's a time for healing as well. Mercury helps us heal because we're going over things and we're analyzing them and we're being very mindful at the same time. So this could be a great time to really have that conversation with your mother, have that conversation with your family, and, you know, keep things nice and gentle, and you can start kind of expressing yourself. There could be a little bit of mishaps and misunderstandings, but it's a great time to reevaluate. So don't let it pass you by. Also, do not sign any contracts for real estate. For anybody who's looking for, you know, a new home or signing out their house or selling their house, whatever it is, do not sign any papers on Mercury retrograde. Do not. Usually you do not have the facts completely straight, so don't sign anything. Just wait until it's over after January 8th. Okay? Alright, Libra. So now let's go for Scorpio. Scorpio, this is a very, very important time because this is a time where Mercury is going to go over the way that you communicate. Yes, communication. And you naturally, you are a very, you know, private person. You're very mysterious. You're very observant, and you keep certain things to yourself. But sometimes it could be hard for you to get the things that you want from others. To have the reaction that you want from others. You know, you dream. You're very romantic deep down inside. But sometimes it could be hard for you to just say it straightforward. So this is the time where you have to reevaluate the way that you go about your communication. Are you being clear? Are you not being clear? And this could be the time where, you know, for anybody who hasn't been very clear, this Mercury retrograde can definitely spread out some, you know, hidden things that we didn't expect to be, you know, exposed. So go over your speech, go over your expression. You know, make sure that you are being clear with your mate, that you are being clear with your friends. Because believe me, they all want to give you everything that you want. They all want to. But you cannot expect them for them to live in your head. You have to tell them, I like it like this. I want this. I want that. I like it when you do it like this. I like it when you touch me like this. You see, you have to be straightforward. Because if not, like, we can stay trying to figure out the whole mystery all our lives, and you can also get frustrated. You're like, man, why can't you just get it? You know? So don't get involved in those things. Be straightforward. Find out, you know, who haven't you been honest with? Who should you be honest with? You know, the truth will set you free. Also, another thing that happens with Mercury here is that definitely check anything that has to do with your car. Like electronics, mechanics, all of that. Like, go get your oil check. Check your tires. I'm telling you, Mercury retrograde will leave you in the streets if you do not do this. Also, you could be having a little bit of technicalities, problems with technicalities, problems with technology and things like that. So, you know, just update everything, update your computer, make sure that you're saving things because this could be the time where your computer crashes and you lost it all, okay? So, save your things. And also, if you're going to go into some sort of trip, this is a good time to reevaluate it and also to rekindle your relationship with your brothers and sisters and your siblings if you've been having a little bit of friction there. Alright, Scorpio? Okay, now for Sagittarius. Wow, Sagittarius. This is a really good time because you're going to be evaluating not only your values, you're going to be reevaluating everything practically. You're You're going to be sitting down and thinking, okay, what is it that I really value in life? And first it's going to come with me. Am I valuing myself the way I should? Am I thinking I'm good enough? Do I feel like I'm worth it enough? Am I asking for the money that I should be getting? You know? Do other people treat me like I am worth it, or do other people just like not care? You see? So these are very important moments right now, where you should definitely be reevaluating your values and definitely recheck all your finances. Like, check out all your finances. Check out, your accounts. Make sure that everything is set, that your credit cards are set, that all the finances right now is the perfect time to reevaluate all your finances. How much money is it coming in? How much money is it going out? Do you want to save money? How are you planning to save money? Are you aimlessly spending, or are you spending with quality? Are you buying things that have quality, or are you just buying quantity of things? So this is a time to reevaluate your finances for sure. So it's not usually a time where, you could lose money if you end up buying something big. At this time, signing some sort of contract that you have to give a lot of money to. So, don't don't do that. Wait until Mercury is over, and then you can definitely, then your finances will be a lot more set, and you will have more control and mindfulness of where your finances are and where you're standing in life when it comes to that. Also, your value of your own self, your self-worth. So quite important to be going over these things, especially for the next year. Think about 2017. How am I going to carry myself? How am I going to go about myself? Do I feel strong? Do I feel empowered? Am I showing that? Am I presenting that in myself? So this is the time to really evaluate, how am I going to be carrying myself when it comes to my self-worth for 2017. Okay? Alright, Sagittarius. Now for the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, Mercury retrograde is in your own sign. This is a time where you're really reevaluating, almost like you're reinventing of yourself. You're having a little bit of reinventing of yourself for 2017 here, Capricorn. You might be changing your haircut, or you might be like, what is it that I want to change? How do I want to look? Do I want to lose weight? Do I want to cut? Do I want to have more muscle mass for 2017? These are like, how do I want to present myself? Is my fashion telling my personality really how it is? Like, everything that has to do with your personality. You're almost reevaluating yourself. How are you carrying yourself? Do you have a bad attitude? Do people seem like you're not cooperative enough, or you're dry? Then reevaluate how you want to come across. Yes, I want to come across as a very, very, professional. This is the way to do it. Visualize yourself. Visualize your best self. Write it. Write it out. How am I going to look? How do I be? How am I emotionally, physically, and mentally this year, next year? But start visualizing your true potential of how you want to be. This could be a time where you also, like I said, you want to change your looks. You want to change, the way that you come across. You maybe, for those that are going into adulthood, you're tired of looking like a kid. You want to look more like an adult, So this is a time to reevaluate yourself, to reevaluate who you are, how you are. Are you coming across the right way? Are you set in who really is Capricorn? Are you owning your power how you should be owning it? So reevaluate these things. It's mostly about yourself this month with Mercury retrograde. A lot about yourself, okay? All right, Capricorn. Now for the sign of Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. So Mercury is going retrograde, making you rethink about your relationships with friends. This is quite important for you, Aquarius, because you are a very social sign. You're very, very social, and you love your friends. But this could be the month where you might be having some fights with your friends. You're not communicating too well. You're just not getting each other. And you're really reevaluating, do I really want to carry this person into 2017? Do I not? Should I? Also, it could be a time where you stop talking to a friend, and this could be the time where you're really reevaluating, why did I stop talking to my friend? Was it really worth it? Am I in the right? Am I in the wrong? Who cares if anybody's in the right or in the wrong? Should I just forget and forgive? Was that a person who was bringing value into my life, or was it a person who was taking value from my life? So you're going to be reevaluating a lot that has to do with your friendships. You're also going to be reevaluating your dreams. Great time, right before 2017 is a great time to reevaluate your dreams, your aspirations. What is it that you really want in life? You know? And that's why you're reevaluating your friends. Because your friends and your networks of people are the ones that propel you into those dreams, are the ones that get you connected into those dreams. So 2017, you might be thinking a lot of like, okay, is this person really giving me what I need and helping me, or am I just giving them everything and I'm being drained out? Or, is this a worth it friendship? Because giving your presence, and as you get older, it's like we don't have any time. When you give your presence, it's the most valuable gift that somebody can have. So this is a time to reevaluating friendships, Aquarius, okay? Reevaluate your friendships, reevaluate your dreams for 2017 and your aspirations. What is it that you want to do? Where is it that you want to be? With who? How do you see yourself? These are your dreams right now. You could also be having, like I said, a little bit of friction with your friends here and there in this communication. So be careful. Try to be mindful. Don't let it, don't let it be unconscious fighting. Okay? Because there's always going to be arguments. There's always going to be some sort of conflict. But that's what makes us evolve. We just need to start having a different mentality when it comes to conflicts. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. It should be a moment of a moment of catalyst into your evolution instead, which makes it more exciting than, oh my god, no, I don't want to get into a conflict. So reevaluate your friendships, reevaluate your friends and your aspirations, and have a beautiful, beautiful year. Alrighty, so now for the last sign, Pisces. Pisces, Mercury retrograde is going over a lot of your subconscious self. It's kind of making you already are a very deep, deep, deep individual, but this month you're extra deep, extra thoughtful, and extra quiet. You're definitely digging into the depths of yourself and really seeing what's in there. Did I just put some bunch of garbage in there and that's why I'm acting the way I'm acting? Do I have perversions? Because if you have perversions in your subconscious, they come out. If you have doubts, they come out. If you have hates, they come out. If you have grudges, they come out. So this is the time to kind of clean out your unconscious self. And you could be having a lot of messages coming to you from your dreams. So have a little bit of a dream journal, write it out, try to see what's the message that it's trying to bring you. But it's also a time for, kind of healing your mental world when it comes to the traumas and the things that you haven't been able to let go. Reevaluate, what is it that I haven't been able to let go? I mean, I broke up with that guy like months ago, but some way, somehow we still keep talking and I'm still talking to him, but sometimes we flirt and it's like, you see, like, is it serving me? Am I really going to be doing a relationship with him at the end of the day, or what am I doing? So we need to really check what is holding us back. We don't need to sacrifice ourselves for nothing and no one. We don't. Especially you, Pisces, you don't need to do that. So definitely go over your subconscious self. See what kind of garbages are there and take it out. Make a spring cleaning in your internal self before 2017 comes in. You don't want to have all those things. You might not know, but it just holds you back, holding on to all these things. So reevaluate, what should I let go of, and start doing some sort of routine. Definitely meditate during this time. Definitely meditate during this time. It's going to definitely serve you. And also sleep. Sleep well so you can have those nice dreams, so you can maybe find out something from your dreams. Okay, Pisces? Alright guys, thank you so much for listening to the Mercury Retrograde December 2016 forecast for all the signs. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day and beautiful holidays this month. And please subscribe to my channel. Please leave any comments if you like them or not. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you so much, guys.